So for 5a, it says to graph this from negative infinity to positive infinity, uh, which is it's pretty weird to think about with a calculator because everything on the calculator is finite. But what we can do is go to our table settings. So I already typed in the equations there, so you don't have to watch me just type it in. Go to the table settings, and then no, what did I just do? Second table settings, and instead of starting it at 0, I'm supposed to start it at like negative infinity. I'm just going to start it at negative 100 and hope that's far enough back, and then increment it by, I have just positive values here, right? um, in fact, this doesn't even really matter that much. Increment it by 1, let's say, and then let's graph it, because A says to graph the curve, and then what are the initial and terminal points. So I'm going to pay attention to where this starts and where it ends. Okay, so what happened? Why does it only do half? That's interesting. We can figure that out, though. I'm not sure why it only graphs 1/2 of the, I don't know, I said 1/2, half of the graph, because when here if I plug in a negative value for the x equation, I would get a negative value. So I don't know why it's not showing up. Maybe the calculator only uses positive t values, but if I go to the table, I told it to start at negative 100, and then I can see that, of course, it does make an actual parabola. So on part A, it says graph the curve, so you can graph that easily. It's just a parabola, and it's actually just, I think, the x squared. Oh no, it's not just the x squared parabola. And then indicate the direction in which the curve is traced. Well, if we start at negative infinity, it should be somewhere over here, and so it's in the from left to right direction, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. It's going that way, and I'll just put an arrow. I'll show you on the part B video. But there you go. Let's move on. All the part A videos are going to be with this calculator. Part B is going to be me writing.